On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Electron.
A tiny particle with a negative electrical charge.
Examples:
Flow of electrons. Beam of electrons. The outermost electron shell determines the chemical properties of an atom.
Spreadsheet.
A computer program that is used for displaying and dealing with numbers by arranging them in rows and columns.
Examples:
A spreadsheet program. Plug numbers into a spreadsheet. I accidentally deleted all the contents of the spreadsheet.
Excel.
To be extremely good at or proficient in doing something.
Examples:
Excel in description. Excel at communication. The company excels in customer service.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Journal.
A newspaper or magazine specialized in a specific topic or profession.
Examples:
Scientific journal. Journal articles. The physician is reading the journals related to medicine.
Editorial.
Relating to the expression of opinions or interpretations in the media.
Examples:
Gain editorial help. An editorial article. The newspaper published an editorial on the current state of the economy.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Propel.
To move, drive, or push something forward or in a particular direction, often with a lot of force.
Examples:
Propel growth. Propel the ship. An increase in employment helps propel economic growth.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Instrumental.
Of, relating to, or performed on musical instruments, useful or important in achieving a purpose.
Examples:
Instrumental in solving the crime. Instrumental music. The instrumental role of technology in modern society cannot be overstated.
Schooler.
A student who attends a school.
Examples:
A primary schooler. Schooler uniform. He often traveled abroad alone when he was in high schooler.
Awful.
Causing fear, dread, or terror, very bad or unpleasant.
Examples:
An awful error. Do awful damage. I regretted making an awful mistake in my final exam.
Perseverance.
Steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success.
Examples:
Unwavering perseverance. Dogged perseverance. Despite facing numerous setbacks and obstacles, his perseverance and determination led him to success.
Mud.
A soft, wet, sticky earth or clay.
Examples:
Mud wall. Mud volcano. The mud of the swamp made it difficult to walk through the field.
Trailblazing.
Pioneering, innovative, the action of blazing a trail or creating a path for others to follow.
Examples:
Trailblazing technology. Trailblazing approach. The trailblazing scientist paved the way for future research in the field.
Interactive.
Acting reciprocally, mutually responsive.
Examples:
Interactive experience. An interactive device. The new video game has an interactive storyline that allows players to make choices that affect the game's outcome.
Timeshare.
A form of shared property ownership typically used for vacation homes or resort properties, in which multiple owners take turns occupying a property for a specified amount of time each year.
Examples:
Timeshare property. Timeshare agreement. My aunt and uncle own a timeshare at a resort in Hawaii, and they go there every year for their vacation.
Interpret.
To explain or assign the meaning of information, actions, etc.
Examples:
Interpret a graph. Interpret the question. Different people might interpret this news differently.
Calculation.
The act or process of using numbers to judge an amount of something.
Examples:
Make a calculation. Calculation of loss and gain. The error in the calculation was attributable to rounding.
Terminal.
A building or place where buses, trains, or airplanes stop and where passengers or goods can be picked up or dropped off. Adjective, of or situated at the ends of a delivery route.
Examples:
Terminal disease. A terminal syllable. The terminal at the airport is where passengers catch their flights.
Graduated.
Having received a degree from a school, college, or university, marked with or divided into levels or degrees.
Examples:
Graduated taxation. Graduated flask. She was a graduated student of a prestigious university.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
A digital watch. Digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Equip.
To provide a person or a place with the things that are needed for a particular purpose or activity.
Examples:
Equip an army. Equip our children with some special skills. The construction company equipped the building with an earthquake-resistant device.
Corporation.
A large company or group of companies that are controlled together by law as a single unit.
Examples:
A public corporation. Corporation assets. 4 companies were amalgamated into a single corporation.
Software.
A set of computer programs and associated documentation and data for doing particular computational jobs.
Examples:
Software architect. Copyrighted software. The company specializes in both hardware and software.
Typeset.
To arrange and format text or material for printing, typically in a specified font, size, and layout, to compose or arrange written material in a particular style or format for publication.
Examples:
Typeset document. Typeset layout. I need to typeset the manuscript before sending it to the publisher.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Typewriter.
A mechanical device used for writing, consisting of type keys that, when pressed, imprint ink onto paper or other writing material, mainly used before modern computers, printers, and word processors took over.
Examples:
Typewriter keys. Electronic typewriter. I found an old typewriter at a thrift store and used it to write my novel.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Craft.
An activity that requires a particular skill in making things with one's hands.
Examples:
Craft arts of Japan. Craft manufacture. His hometown was where he first acquired the craft of wood carving.
Interface.
Computer science, a program that controls a display for the user and that allows the user to interact with the system. Chemistry, a surface forming a common boundary between two things.
Examples:
Interface between gas and liquid. The user interface. Detergent weakens the surface tension at the interface of two liquids.
Efficient.
Performing at the highest level of productivity with the least wasted effort or resources, capable of achieving maximum output with minimum wasted effort, time, or materials.
Examples:
Efficient operation. Energy efficient appliances. The new washing machine is much more efficient than the old one.
Microprocessor.
A computer component containing all the functions of the central processing unit.
Examples:
Microprocessor chip. Dedicated microprocessor. As a result of improvements in microprocessor performance, many consumer electronics products are now internet connected.
Fast food.
A type of restaurant or food establishment that specializes in quickly prepared and served meals, often in a drive-through or takeout format.
Examples:
Fast food industry. Fast food chain. The fast food restaurant on the corner is always busy during lunchtime.
Bob.
To move up and down quickly and repeatedly, often in a short, jerky motion, to cut, trim, or shorten hair, especially by repeatedly snipping with scissors. Noun, a hairstyle in which the hair is cut short and even all around, usually above the shoulders.
Examples:
Bob a quick curtsy. Bob on the surface of the water. I need to bob my head to the beat of the music.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Percentage.
The number, amount, or rate of something, which is usually the amount per 100.
Examples:
The percentage of the gold content. A high percentage. What is the percentage of the consumption tax in the United States?
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Yearbook.
A book published annually by a school, college, or other organization featuring photographs and records of the previous year's events and the individuals involved in them.
Examples:
Yearbook photography. College yearbook. I still like flipping through my high school yearbook to remember old friends.
Row.
An arrangement of objects or people side by side in a line. Verb, to propel a boat through the water using oars.
Examples:
Criminal on death row. A row of cherry trees. He was the leader of the demonstrators and spoke out against the war in the front row.
Consist.
To be composed or made up of.
Examples:
Consist mainly of cells. Consist only in knowing facts. This examination consists of 5 problems to solve.
Exhibit.
To show something in public for people to enjoy or to provide them with information.
Examples:
Exhibit a bad attitude. Exhibit a great talent. Other technology industries exhibit similarly explosive growth.
Calculator.
A small electronic device for making arithmetic calculations.
Examples:
Calculator app. Analog calculator. I left my alpha calculator at home, so I had to borrow one from a classmate to finish my math homework.
Dictate.
To state or give order with total authority, to say or read aloud for somebody else to write down or to be recorded.
Examples:
Dictate a letter to secretary. Dictate to the associate. The Allies dictated the terms of surrender to the country.
Transcribe.
To copy or reproduce something in written or printed form, to translate spoken language into written text.
Examples:
Transcribe notes. Transcribe documents. She needs to transcribe the interview recording to write the article for the magazine.
Motor.
A device that converts electricity, fuel, etc. into movement and makes a machine, vehicle, etc. work.
Examples:
A motor mechanic. DC motor control. Energy-efficient motors are needed to maximize the cruising distance of electric vehicles.
Blackboard.
A large board made of a smooth, Usually dark-colored slate attached to a wall used by teachers in schools for writing on with chalk.
Examples:
Chalk on a blackboard. Electronic blackboard. The teacher asked me to rub out the blackboard.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Frustrate.
To hinder or prevent efforts, plans, or desires from doing, succeeding, or being fulfilled. To make someone feel upset or annoyed because they are unable to change or achieve something.
Examples:
Frustrate the advancement. Frustrate other team members. The coach explained a strategy to frustrate the opponent's schemes to the players.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Daydreaming.
The act of thinking about something that you would prefer to be doing or have happened to you.
Examples:
Stimulate daydreaming. The mental process of daydreaming. I often waste a lot of time daydreaming.
Mainframe.
A large and powerful computer with a lot of memory used primarily by large organizations for critical applications.
Examples:
Mainframe computer. Mainframe operating system. IBM has consistently been a significant supplier of mainframes for a long time.
Inventory.
A complete list of all the items or goods held in stock by a business or organization, the act of making such a list.
Examples:
Inventory control. Annual inventory. The store manager took inventory of the products on the shelves to know what needed restocking.
Payroll.
A list of a company's employees and their salaries or wages, the total amount of money paid by a company to its employees regularly.
Examples:
Payroll system. Payroll tax. The company's payroll department processed the paychecks every 2 weeks.
On demand.
Available as needed or requested, often referring to products or services that can be accessed or delivered instantly or with minimal delay.
Examples:
On-demand transportation. On-demand delivery. Many consumers prefer on-demand streaming services over traditional cable TV.
Computation.
The act or process of calculating something, especially an answer or amount, by using a machine or calculator.
Examples:
parallel computation, theory of computation. The researcher demonstrated the superiority of quantum computation in several mathematical tasks.
Punch.
To strike someone or something with one's fist, to make a hole in something.
Examples:
punch out numbers, punch a ticket. He punched the wall in anger.
Magic.
Beliefs and actions employed to influence supernatural beings and forces, any art or performance that invokes supernatural powers.
Examples:
a magic spell. She is magic. He performed magic tricks with sophisticated moves.
Erase.
To remove something completely, especially by rubbing it.
Examples:
erase a memory. Erased the files. He attempted to erase the misspelled word.
Automatically.
Without needing a direct human control.
Examples:
record driving automatically. Automatically adjusted. Our subscription plan is automatically renewed.
Hardware.
Durable tools, machinery, and other equipment, the physical and electronic parts of a computer or other electronic systems.
Examples:
the hardware department. A vast inventory of hardware. The mouse and keyboard are essential hardware for operating a PC.
Heads up.
A warning, notification, or alert that provides advance notice or information about something important or upcoming. A summary or update to keep someone informed or prepared.
Examples:
heads-up display. Heads-up warning. I just wanted to give you a heads up that the meeting has been rescheduled for tomorrow.
Display.
To exhibit or show something to others, often to attract attention or demonstrate its features, properties, or value.
Examples:
display merchandise. Display artwork. We need to display our products in an attractive way to attract customers.
Negotiation.
The process of discussing and reaching an agreement with others.
Examples:
negotiation process. Negotiation skills. The negotiation between the two countries was a delicate and complex process.
Fantasy.
A fiction with a large amount of imagination in it, a pleasant situation that you imagine, but that is unlikely to happen.
Examples:
fantasy novel. Confuse fantasy with reality. Composition by artificial intelligence is no longer a fantasy.
Prototype.
A first or preliminary example of something such as a device or vehicle from which other forms are developed.
Examples:
complete a prototype product. Early prototype. The flying car is presently in the prototype stage.
Mock.
To make fun of someone, usually by imitating them in a witty but harsh way.
Examples:
mock his accent. Mock at his misfortune. It is impolite to mock fun of a foreign student's English mistakes.
Placement.
The act or process of putting something in a particular position or location, a temporary position or job in an organization.
Examples:
placement test. Placement agency. The placement of the advertisement on the billboard was strategic in attracting a large audience.
Brochure.
A small book or pamphlet advertising a product, service, or place of interest.
Examples:
company brochure. Informative brochure. The travel agency provided us with a brochure outlining the city's attractions.
Uncover.
To remove the cover from something, to discover something previously unseen or hidden.
Examples:
uncover a potential problem. Uncover the truth. He continued his investigation and soon uncovered another crime.
Expend.
To use or spend time, money, energy, etc.
Examples:
expend a great deal of energy. Expend time and resources. Billionaires tend to expend private funds on a public undertaking.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Formula.
A group of symbols, letters, or numbers that represent a rule, law, or mathematical statement.
Examples:
structural formula. A binomial formula. The teacher told the students to memorize the math formula.
Minus.
Subtracting or taking away, having a value less than zero.
Examples:
minus sign. Minus temperature. The recipe calls for 4 cups of flour minus 1 tablespoon.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Tedious.
Tiresome or boring because of being repetitive, dull, or too long, causing mental or physical fatigue due to its unrelenting nature.
Examples:
tedious task, tedious routine. The work of data entry can be tedious, but it is important for maintaining accurate records.
Restrict.
To limit someone's actions or movements, or to limit something to lessen its size or prevent it from increasing.
Examples:
restrict an internet access, restrict the use of this parking lot. We restrict the number of students per course to 20.
Grid.
A pattern of regularly spaced horizontal and vertical lines, a system of high-tension cables by which electrical power is distributed throughout a region.
Examples:
a grid design, a wire grid. Grid pattern roads often appear in urban areas.
Column.
One of the vertical blocks that split content on a page or screen from top to bottom, an upright pillar that often supports an arch, entablature, or other structure or stands alone as a monument.
Examples:
the spinal column, a column of water. The newspaper devoted several columns to the affair.
Restrictive.
Limiting or confining in nature, imposing limits or restrictions on something or someone.
Examples:
restrictive policy, restrictive diet. The dress code at the office is very restrictive and doesn't allow any casual clothing.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Concise.
Giving much information clearly and in a few words, brief but comprehensive.
Examples:
in a concise format. Concise summary. He gave a concise explanation of the project's goals.
Attic.
A space or area, typically bounded by a roof and walls in a house that is located immediately below the roof, often used for storage or as an additional living space.
Examples:
attic space. Dusty attic. I found an old photo album in the spacious attic filled with pictures of my grandparents when they were young.
Download.
To transfer data or files from the internet or computer network to a user's computer or device. Noun. The process of transferring data or information from a remote or central computer to a local computer or device.
Examples:
download files from the internet. Download the assignment from the website. I need to download the latest update for my computer's operating system.
Acoustic.
Relating to sound or the sense of hearing.
Examples:
Acoustic properties of a hall. Acoustic guitar. The ground acts as an acoustic barrier against outside sounds.
Coupler.
A device or mechanism used to connect two things, particularly in machinery or equipment, to enable them to function together or transmit energy or signals between them.
Examples:
Coupler device. Fiber optic coupler. The electrical coupler ensured a secure connection between the wires.
Scenario.
A description of possible actions or events in the future, a written outline of a play, film, or literary work.
Examples:
The worst case scenario. Number of different scenarios. The president prepared several possible scenarios for an enemy attack.
Ace.
A playing card with a single symbol or mark that is typically the highest in value or rank in a particular card game. A person who is very skilled or successful in a specific activity or field.
Examples:
Tennis ace. Ace in the hole. He was an ace at playing poker and often won the game.
Multiply.
To add a number to itself a specified number of times, to increase or cause to increase very much in number or quantity.
Examples:
Multiply 5 and 6. Multiply about 100-fold. Multiply a number by itself twice.
Subtract.
To take away or deduct a quantity or amount from a total, to remove or eliminate something from a larger whole.
Examples:
Subtract numbers. Subtract one from the total. I need to subtract the cost of my expenses from my income to see how much money I have left.
Ratio.
The relative size or amount of one thing to another, typically expressed in the form of a fraction or decimal.
Examples:
Debt-to-income ratio. Ratio of boys to girls. The ratio of water to sugar in the recipe is 1:2.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Announce.
To make something known or officially inform people about something.
Examples:
Announce candidacy. Announce the award winners. The 3rd season of the anime show has been announced.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
giant trees, giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
nation-state, a seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
confer degree, confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Humorous.
Characterized by humor, funny, amusing, or entertaining, causing laughter or mirth.
Examples:
humorous remark, humorous movie. Her humorous anecdotes always left us laughing until our stomachs hurt.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
religion sociology, freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Rite.
A formal or ceremonial act or set of acts performed in a traditional or prescribed way, a religious or spiritual ceremony or practice.
Examples:
perform the rite, rite of passage into adulthood. The bishop performed the rite of consecration for the new church.
Disbeliever.
A person who does not believe in something, such as a religion or idea.
Examples:
persuade a disbeliever, stubborn disbeliever. Despite the evidence, she remained a disbeliever in the theory of evolution.
Colosseum.
Also Colosseum, a large amphitheater, equals an open-air venue used for entertainment, performances, and sports, in Rome, whose construction was begun by Vespasian about AD 75 or 80.
Examples:
build a Colosseum for gladiators. Colosseum area. Rome's Colosseum gets busy in peak season.
Pantheon.
A temple dedicated to all the gods or goddesses of a particular religion or mythology, a group of something or someone that is remarkably respected, famous, or important.
Examples:
pantheon of products, ancient pantheon. The pantheon of Greek gods and goddesses is well known throughout Western culture.
Hail.
To call out to someone to get their attention, often from a distance, to greet or welcome someone, especially with enthusiasm or admiration. Noun, precipitation in the form of small balls or lumps of ice that fall from the sky.
Examples:
hail the victorious team with cheers. Hail forecast. People in the area were forced to hail a taxi due to the lack of public transportation options.
Gasp.
To inhale sharply and audibly, often in response to strong emotion or sensation, to catch one's breath suddenly, often due to shock or surprise.
Examples:
Gasp for air. Gasp in shock. The audience gasped when the magician made the rabbit disappear from the hat.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Plaque.
A flat, often rectangular, piece of metal, wood, or other material, inscribed or carved with commemorative text or designs and used as a decoration or award, a soft, sticky film of bacteria that coats teeth and can cause tooth decay.
Examples:
Arterial plaque. Commemorative plaque. The dentist removed the plaque from my teeth during my cleaning appointment.
Commemorate.
To honor the memory of someone or something by ceremony or tribute.
Examples:
Commemorate her long life. Commemorate a deed. The country commemorated the war heroes on Memorial Day.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.